G'day from down under. Crikey, can't believe we made it. I'm Meg Cummins and I'm the student representative of Australia.
G'day, my name's Kate Smith. I'm the national winner of the NETA Award in Australia, which stands for the National Excellence of Teaching. Usually we were hoping that we would have our third member here with us today, Leroy France. However, 2 weeks ago, or 2.5 weeks ago, Leroy suffered a dreadful sporting accident and he was deemed not able to come this year. But thanks to the Space Camp, they've willingly allowed him to be a part of 2015 Space Camp.
So I am also a kangaroo. I just wanted to share with you a few facts about our native marsupial. When Europeans first came to Australia, they spotted the kangaroo, and they asked the Indigenous people what they were, what their name was. When the Indigenous people responded kangaroo, they assumed that it was their actual name, when in fact it meant I don't know. So they did name the kangaroo after that, and so yeah, we're just I don't knows. So another thing is, my little cousins, the Western grey kangaroos, actually smell like curry, which is where they got the name called the stinkers. But you cannot outrun the stink because kangaroos hop at an extremely fast speed of 60 kilometres an hour or 40 miles per hour and can leap over obstacles 3 metres high. My baby is also called a joey.
So koala young are called joeys as well. And there's a very big myth that koalas sleep a lot because they get drunk on eucalyptus leaves, when in fact that's absolutely not correct. Most of the koalas' time is spent sleeping because it requires a lot of energy to digest their toxic, fibrous, low nutrition diet, and sleeping is the best way to conserve energy. Koalas sleep up to 19 hours a day, and they live on the east coast of Australia, which is where both Meg and I are from. Each koala's home is made up of several trees called home trees. They visit these same trees regularly. The area covered by these trees is called the koala's home range. Each koala has its own home range, which overlaps those of other koalas, but for breeding purposes only. They do not normally visit or mix with other koalas.
Okay. I live an hour and a half down the coast from Sydney. So it's near the coat hanger, or as you all know it, the Sydney Harbour Bridge. I'm also here we both are, in our singlets, shorts and thongs. So this is an Aussie symbol that many people associate with us. Another thing that we like to do is camp. So when we're out camping, we can come into contact with 1,500 species of spiders, 6,000 species of flies, and 4,000 species of ants. We also have plenty of farmland with 150 million sheep and only 22 million people. So that's 7 sheep for every person. Australia is also famous for its desert, which accounts to 20% of our country. And on a clear night, when you look up at the stars with your naked eye, you can see 5,780 stars in the sky.
So Canberra, being the nation's capital, is where I'm from, and the reason it became the nation's capital is because Sydney and Melbourne were taking far too long arguing which was the better city, so we popped up in the middle and said we will be, and that's the reason why. Canberra is an Aboriginal word for meeting place. It's a really cold place. When I left 3 days ago to get here, or 2 days ago, it was -4 degrees, and so I'm enjoying the humidity and the heat. However, that's a little bit too warm. My school has over 58 different languages within the student population, which represents very well the multicultural place that Australia is, with over 200 languages being spoken and 45 different Indigenous dialects. Canberra is the bush capital, and it's one of the only 2 cities in the world that have been planned, especially before it's been built. So I think what we'd like to do now is to head off with a few words of our Aussie lingo for you, and we're hoping that all of the teachers, and Meg's going to check on all the students, that you're using these across the week, because I've already said, gee, that's neat, and heck yeah.
Okay, so as Australians, we have a lot of slang. We've got the g'day mate and crikey, which is, stereotypical. You little beauty.
You're a wonderful person.
Duffer.
You're, I was going to say a dingbat, but that's another Australian word. You're a silly duffer.
Silly person.
This is another
yeah.
Australian word, a duffer.
Bob's your uncle.
Everything will be okay.
Got catching 40 winks, which is really significant with us in jet lag.
Yes, because that means you're going to sleep when you catch 40 winks.
Cooking with gas.
You're on fire. You are ready to go. Everything is hunky-dory.
Dinky D.
Dinky die means it's typically Australian. If something's dinky die, it's definitely a very Australian product or word or outfit.
And then we've also got fair dinkum. So.
Same thing.
Another thing is elbow grease.
If you put a bit of elbow grease into your work, it means you're going to try really, really hard and put a lot of effort in.
And a few last ones are keen as a mustard.
You are raring to go, like hold on.
And we've better chuff off now.
Thank you so much. Hooroo!
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi!